Alright, welcome back everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou. To you guys, it probably hasn't been a while. For me, it's been several days since I've been able to do a recording. Mainly because I've been grinding levels. Also, there was one other thing I noticed I hadn't done, and I had to go and grind a very rare drop. Which, that was the last thing I did, which got me more levels, which is good, because I need as many levels as I can get. So I'm more than ready for at least the two bosses that block the way to the final boss. As for the final boss, we're going to have to grind some more for that too, but we're ready for the other two bosses at least. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in. You probably noticed my HP and SP is a lot higher than it was before, and I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. So let's go ahead and start with the new stuff. Just moments ago, I just got an item. Well, originally, as I was grinding, I realized, hey, I got everything except these three items, which are the items that drop off the final three bosses. Yes, even the last boss has a rare drop. But when I went back to this page, I realized that this item I didn't have. It's the Seraph Diamond. The wiki, if you go in the item list, the wiki says it drops on floor 27 and 28. That is not true, because I know pretty much every drop off of floor 27 because I grinded there so much. It does not drop on floor 27, it drops only on floor 28, and it drops off those red rope guys that are kind of resistant to all elements. I honestly can't remember their name because I just finished grinding like that freaking floor trying to get that drop, because on floor 28 all the drops are 1% drops. If you don't remember exactly what floor 28 was, it was the floor I was getting those gold cloths as a drop. And I even got a bunch of those as a drop while I was trying to get the Seraphim Diamond. Eventually got to the point where I just got so tired of grinding the floor that I ran away from all the encounters except for the ones that had the monster that dropped the Seraphim Diamond. And even then it still took a few trips to finally get it to drop once. But yeah, this is the Seraphim Diamond. All it is the final tier for the SP item. That's all it is. I only got it for completion's sake. And yeah. Anyway, let's go over the stuff here. Let's see, we've gotten the Gant suit. Looking to see what all we're missing. I believe we've gotten all these before. Holy Blade Sunlights do drop off of Yomu version 3. Portable Makoto Itos drop off of version 3 of Orin. Ultimate Zone Hat drops off someone, but I honestly don't remember who. And the Gant suit drops off of version 3 of Nidori, which is something shocking, because Nidori is very easy to fight. The Arturo's Dream drops off of... I don't remember who. Actually, I think it was, what's her name? Version 3, Yuuko. Don't quote me on that. Judas Pain drops off of Shikieki version 2, which I didn't fight. I ran away from her because I didn't want to deal with her. Rada Dindron Dress still drops off the same person. Yuka version 2. Psycho Gun drops off of version 2 Atsuo. Awakened Exoskeleton drops off of version 3 Rinazuki. And Rinazuki version 3 is bugged, where all of his forms share the same HP, which means you can easily kill him. You pretty much will force him to transform once, force him to transform a second time, and before you even get done with his third form, he'll probably be dead. Necronomicon drops off of version 3 Alice. Immortal School Badge drops off of version 3 Yukari, and the egg drops off of version 3 Inte, the full Inte group. Anyway, let's go ahead and the only new items we have here are the Awakened Exoskeleton, the Necronomicon, the Immortal School Badge, and the egg. So let's go ahead and go over those real quick. Awakened Exoskeleton, an exoskeleton worn by a mysterious man with a desire to rebuild a kingdom, strange and mysterious living armor, plus 150% all stats, except for... Actually, it is all stats, wow. Plus 150% all stats, plus 15 status resistance, plus 16 elemental affinities. Necronomicon drops off of Alice. It's a magic book containing forbidden knowledge. Dangerous, sanity check is recommended. Said to take the form of a flying young girl. Okay, that's a bunch of that's a couple of references there. The sanity check is referring to Call of Cthulhu, with the Necronomicon in that, which, if you read it, would drain your sanity. But also, you know, give you access to great powers and all that fun stuff. The Flying Girl, I believe they're referencing to the old version of Alice, which before she was a Doll Master, she was a rainbow mage that was able to cast multiple elements, and she had that book, and she was rather unprepared for that book for her age. Immortal School Badge. This drops off of version 3 Yukari. Version 3 Yukari is a bit of a pain because you can do Gin Storm, but I fought her anyway because this item is awesome. Gaozama wore this for a long time to seal his own strength, has great power, but isn't very special by the time you get it. HP, attack, speed, plus 240%, plus 30 stamina, plus 16 to all status resist. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the Necronomicon. Plus 150% magic, plus 300 mind, plus 300 mystic affinity, plus 50 death resistance. Sorry if I'm a little all over the place, I'm a bit tired, and I'm just glad that I can at least finally show off one of the bosses. Because I'm going to be grinding the boss for the drop after I show this boss to you guys. Anyway, the egg drops off of version 3 Inte, which is was really easy for my group. It was with Kaguya and Yomu, I can kill them in 3 attacks. Anywho, unmistakably the strongest Quell. Its origin in power source or mystery, plus 80% HP, plus 100 SP, plus 350% magic, plus 24 recovery, fire, cold, wind, nature affinity, plus 128, death and debuff resistance, plus 50. Really good items. It's a really good idea that when you're able to grind on this floor, grind on it for these drops, because they're well worth the trouble. My suggestion for grinding on this floor, though, is to stick with bosses you can handle rather easily. The only exceptions, of course, are ones that have good drops that you probably want to get, like of course like Yukari and eventually fighting Itsuo and stuff like that. You'll eventually figure out most of these bosses have elemental resistances or weaknesses that you can exploit, so it's not too bad. You just got to get to that point where you can actually fight them without dying. So there you go. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the boss, or at least one of them. Okay, stop here. Alright, standard formation. I'm going to go ahead and show off my stats. I'm currently 500, Rainbow level 531. Serpent of Chaos requires, one moment. Requires, sorry about that, requires levels 400, range 430 to 510, so I'm actually over-leveled for this fight. The reason I am over-leveled for this fight is when I was grinding for drops, and the other reason is because I'm going to grind a drop off this boss, and I'd rather be able to fight him a little bit easier. Because, all 3 of these bosses have a 10% chance of dropping their item, instead of the standard 25 or 20, so, it might take a few tries for me to get the item. It's a good item, so it's well worth getting it. Also, I just want to get the items for completion's sake, because like I said, I only have 3 items left, so I might as well get them. Anyway, here's all my stats. Look at all my level ups. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Let's start with the beginning. As always, I increased a lot of people's defenses, attacks, affinities. I got people's affinities to level 70, at least for most people. And that's definitely something you're going to have for the very last boss. You need elemental affinities. And they have to be very, very high for all elements. But I guess my main focus was just on defense. By the time I'm pretty sure the previous video I was already sporting a lot of very high attack levels. But for some of them I did up them to like 300 or 250 if they weren't already there. But yeah. Almost there, guys. We almost beaten this game. I have to say the grinding part for this part, leading to this part is in the last boss is the worst part about this, and that's about it. But really, this part of the game is practically an expansion pack. It's not really the actual main story. So I guess for an expansion pack, it's not too bad. This fight might be a little bit easier for me simply because I have Iku, and Iku's buffs are pretty good. Then again, I already had an attack buffer when I was doing this boss with my other group. But, see how it goes. Alright, we're all set and ready to go. Let's do this. This pressure. What? The one born before the birth of space, who killed so many ats. Such a great school plot. And what's an at? Rainbow, Marissa, get ready, it's coming. Hello. This is the Serpent of Chaos. The Serpent of Chaos has 64 million HP. It's pretty much immune to paralysis. Can be debuffed, but debuffs don't really work too well on this boss. But he's very slow, but every time he gets an action, he attacks 3 times. And he has 3 phases, and each phase introduces more powerful attacks. Also, right now, he's neutral to all elements. But once he gets an action, he's gonna become highly resistant to 4 of the 6 elements. So you're gonna have to keep track of what turns affect what elements. You can kind of keep track of it by basing it off his attacks, but the easiest way to do it is on even levels, even turns. He's vulnerable to fire and cold. On odd turns, he's vulnerable to nature and mystic. So just keep track of that. Alright, let's do this. Or you can just stick with that non-elemental attacks, and that works too. Okay, we'll see how this goes. We are over-leveled, so hopefully that helps. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and stick with Yomu for this. Yeah, Yomu. Since fire, cold, nature, and mystic are my only options. Okay, freeze rain. Alright. I only attacked twice. Oh well. Alright, so this is an odd turn, so that means it's vulnerable to nature, supposedly. Yeah, Remelia can hit for over 1 million consistently now, it's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I did get 3 attacks off. The last one was a physical attack. Gotta be careful about that. My group is very fast, so that kind of makes up for it. Anyway, nature. Let's see how that does. Yep, over 2 million damage. Okay, so nature and mystic. Conveniently enough, we do have some nature and mystic casters, so let's go ahead and use them. Bet you haven't seen Rumia in a while. Unfortunately, Rumia is a little too fast, and so is Mei Ling. I should have paid attention to their speeds. Oh well. Also, I completely forgot to show items, so I'll do that after this fight. That sucks. Well, it sucks when Mei Ling gets faster than the person that she's swapping in. But that's alright, we'll make do. Okay, I was unbuffed. Let's go ahead and buff her. Go ahead and self-buff ourselves. Let's go ahead and swap in Rainbow again. Cloud Sickle back. And you can go ahead and throw her. Right now we haven't really taken too much damage. And Remelia is non-elemental, so we're in good shape. And those 1 millions are definitely going to add up against a boss that has 64 million, so hopefully that works out for us. Okay, so it's going to turn into an even turn, so we're going to need fire and cold. We only have fire, so we'll use that. Magical light, 0 damage. Fireball, 12,000 damage. Magic drain, you bastard. Alright. Well, I'll go ahead and buff you anyway. And I'll just let you recover. Because that sucked. Alright. Switch in Alice. Yeah, I think the reason Mei Ling's a little bit faster is because I gave her an extra gold cloth that I ended up picking up. So that's really throwing off my turn order. Alright, let's go ahead and switch in Yomu. This might be just all about non-elemental attacks if I keep getting magic drained. I haven't been keeping track of damage counts either, so you'll just have to notice that he starts using more powerful moves. In his final phase, he starts using things like Scourge, which does 2 million damage. So have fun with that. God, I'm so much faster, it's ridiculous. Ah, attack down. Fancy. Let them hit their turns again. Just seeing who I can use. There's not really anyone. Let's swap you in. Go, another million. Ring. If you happen to attack him between his actions, like his 3 triple actions, his elemental affinities will be different, but it's really hard to keep track of that. There's an actual order to them, but I really don't understand it. I have it in front of me in the wiki right now, and I don't really understand how it works. All I know is that 4 elements he resists, 2 of them he's normal to. Alright, overflow natural power. Swap you in. Wow. 1.46 million. Alright. Broken Frog. You're buffed. Wait, yeah, Mystic is fine. You're buffed. Go ahead. How's everyone's health? We're all good. There we go. That's a lot more damage. Let's see if I can get another action in. Yeah, it looks like it. We're definitely pumping in damage pretty quick. Piercing Light, Falling Hellfire. Yeah, these are a lot stronger moves. Steel Slasher. Whoa, 124,000 damage. Alright, Thunder. Stickleback. Alright, it's now Fire and Cold. Let's go ahead and do Great Hawkery Barrier. Give buffs back up. We want Yomu. Yeah, I would definitely have to adjust everyone's speed after I gave that gold cloth to Mei Ling. Ruins my turn order, but I kind of want to get Iku back to full health at least. In the final phase, it'll probably be a DPS race, simply because some of those attacks I can't defend against at all. Just roll in. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this change in speed, it's definitely messing up my turn order. I'm like, I think I've said that like 4 times now, but I actually have to like think about my turns now. Just so I can make sure I swap people in properly. I think we'll get another attack in. Yeah, this boss is actually rather slow. It's just he attacks 3 times every time. So, there's another piercing light, long hellfire, usual. Keep the defenses up, and let's keep on going. Alright, we did nature, so we should be doing fire again. If I get it wrong, you'll definitely notice, because I'll be doing about 20% damage instead of, 100%. Yep, that's 100%. Yeah, elemental affinities is also important for this boss, because if you don't have them, well, you're just gonna get shredded every action by different elements that he throws at you. Frame rate. Okay, there we go. Switch you back in. Let's get Rumia in there. Sorry if you're hearing a cat in the background. Probably mentioned this before, but I have a cat now. Let's see if we can get another attack in before it blows us up. So far this has been rather smooth. Like I said, I'm over leveled by about 20 levels. Ether Flare. Yeah, these attacks are definitely getting a lot stronger. Switch you back out. It says it's going to be fire again, so I'll swap you in. Silence, really. At least he's only done Magic Drain once. I believe he does have the AoE Magic Drain as well, that affects the active party. But I think he only does that in like Phase 2 or something. You can debuff this guy. Oh, yeah, we killed him. No drop. All 6s for skill points, and over 3 million XP. So pretty good. I did forget to mention, the reason debuffs don't work so well in this boss is 1, he's resistant to it, and 2, he gets 3 actions every turn, so he burns out the debuff effects pretty quickly. Anyway. yeah, that's about it. Let's go ahead and go through the dialogue. Hopefully with this, the one slaughtered by it will finally rest in peace. Although honestly, this guy didn't actually kill that much himself. No need to be stingy. What are you talking about? Well, whatever. Let's keep going. There we go, one down. Yes, yes, I hear you, kitty. Anyway, I forgot to show off the items. Let's go ahead and... First of all, let's take a look at my speed. 21, 82. Yeah, she got a lot of speed out of that. Alright, let's go ahead and show off equipment. As you can see, she has another gold cloth, and that's... Actually, I think she has 2 gold cloths now. So yeah, that boosted all of her stats a lot in her affinities and her resistances. So, pretty good stuff. Anyway, sorry about not showing this in the beginning, but as always, if it's too fast, just pause. Sorry about my cat. My cat's very vocal. As always, just look up the items if you don't remember what all of them do. Yeah, like everyone has a gold cloth almost. It's pretty amazing. I'll eventually replace them with other items if I ever get any more drops off of this floor. Everyone. Yeah, that boss fight we couldn't really use Mari or Kaguya that much, simply because the resistance it's never vulnerable to spirit unless you happen to catch it in between its actions. But other than that, the only other element it doesn't consistently go to is wind, but that's not really a big deal. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and call this quits. I'm going to go ahead and redo this boss multiple times to try to get the drop. The drop it does have is called Machine God Lucifer. It's a 10% drop. What I'll probably do is cut this video off, and I'll talk about the item next time when we fight the Hibachi Twins version 2. So until then, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.